Hey loves, so I promised you lots of reviews based on that swap, and that's what we're gonna do. So I'm here to review the Bonjour Soleil bronzing palette. I think that's what it's called. Limited edition summer bronzing wardrobe. Well, excuse me. I also got my swap, and I will link that swap and Crystal's channel down below so you guys can go say hello to her and have a look at yeah, all that other good stuff. I will link, yeah, those down below. So I have foundation on my pant leg. How lovely. Anyways, I have this product on my face. So I will show you what I put where, and I will give you my thoughts on the palette. So the Bonjour Soleil palette is available at Sephora and Ulta, I believe, and probably the Too Faced website. And I know it is technically limited edition, so I don't know how much longer it'll be around, but if you want it and you want to get your hands on it, I do that sooner rather than later, just because yeah, it is not going to be here always. So it comes in this box, and then the palette or the wardrobe itself has the same kind of pattern on it. And then inside, like you saw in the haul, it has sort of a little booklet that walks you through some of the different ways you can use the bronzers in case you need some advice or what have you. And then it's the tin, sort of like, it's the same size as the chocolate bar palette, so just for reference sake. And then you open it up, you have a nice big mirror up top, and then the 3 bronzers and the brush. So the bronzers are Chocolate Soleil, Sun Bunny, and then Snow Bunny. Chocolate Soleil, Sun Bunny, and Snow Bunny. And then you have the little teddy bear hair. So they call them teddy bear hair. They're synthetic hair brushes, but they are as soft as a teddy bear. So it's just like this. It's a nice sort of little brush that if you wanted to do not a whole crazy contour like I've got going on today, but if you wanted to do a subtle contour, even as a highlight, or even sort of use the side and did it all over, you could do it that way. I have gotten some new brushes recently, so that's why I didn't pop this guy out, but it is super soft, and I do think I'll actually get use out of it. Most palettes that come with brushes I rarely ever get use out of, but this one I know I will. So I used this Chocolate Soleil as my contour today. So I layered it. I have Illamasqua's Hollow on first, and then I put this one on top. And I love it. I love that. You guys know how I feel about bronzers that have no orange in them. And although this one I was worried was going to have some orange in it, I'm going to swatch it for you guys. I found 0 orange in it, at least for me. So that's what it looks like on my finger, and then swatched on my hand right there. So it's a nice grayish tone bronzer, which I really like, and I've been loving it as a bronzer. So the second one is Sun Bunny, which I actually don't have on my face today because I wasn't going necessarily for a glowy look, but it's that second one down there. So what I love to use this one as in general is I'll take like a big fluffy brush and sort of apply it in that 3 formation on my face, so it gives a really healthy glow. What I found is that this color rivals, I have a Dior nude primer, a nude oh my gosh, like a bronzer, one of those are healthy glow bronzers. But it's one of those bronzers you're supposed to put all over and it's supposed to give you a healthy glow, and I loved it for that. But this gives me the same effect, and I want to say that Dior bronzer is probably in the $40–50 range by itself, whereas this one you get all 3. And then the third color is Snow Bunny. So it's this guy right here, and you could definitely use sort of all the different colors by themselves, or what I did today for my highlight is I mixed them together, so it's on my ring finger, and probably can't see it, but it's that one right there. So I have been enjoying this palette. What I also really love about the palette is that all 3 of these are permanent items in their collection. So if you loved one and you hit pan on it, you could buy another one. And I honestly think that Chocolate Soleil, is that what it's called? Chocolate Soleil. There's a reason it's so hyped, so I'm probably gonna end up buying another one of those ones once I hit this one, pan on this one. So the other thing I want to mention is that these legitimately smell like chocolate. And I know everyone says that, and I shouldn't be surprised, but I smelled it sort of in the pan, and I was like, oh, that's nice. But then I went to put it on my face, and I was like, It's really exciting. So for me, I really like it. I have no bad things to say about this palette, and I'm not usually a bronzer girl. Like I do like to contour sometimes and add a little bit of touch of color, but for me to get excited about bronzer is a big deal. So a big recommend on my end. I definitely would, if you're on the fence, I definitely say go for it. It's a beautiful palette. Yeah, so let me know if there are other bronzers. Too Faced does a bunch of different bronzers. Let me know if there are other bronzers that are your favorite from their line, or any bronzers in general that you guys really like. Or any other great products that you've been loving to give you some extra glow during these summer months. So yeah, that's all I want to tell you about this palette. Any questions, leave those down for me below. Let's do 3 points of positivity for the day. So the first has definitely got to be, I had time to like sit down and read a magazine. I haven't done that in forever. I picked up the new copy of Rolling Stones, and I did it mainly because Kit Harington, who is Jon Snow, is on the cover. And yeah, so I read the article about him. I read George R.R. Martin's interview, which was really interesting. And then there was an awesome article in there about Neil Patrick Harris, who you probably know from How I Met Your Mother, is playing Hedwig in Hedwig and the Angry Inch. And please tell me I got Hedwig fans out there, because it's just, I saw it for the first time like live here. I actually haven't ever seen the movie, so it's bad I gotta see the movie, but I saw the performance live here last year and I just love it. Like, you know how I feel about Rocky Horror Picture Show? Hedwig may be going toe to toe. I loved it. And so the article was really cool and was talking about sort of his performance and his time on Broadway. And now, even though I wasn't a huge fan in New York, I sort of want to go back just so that I can watch it again. So I can watch, not again, so I can actually see him perform in it, because the reviews he's been getting have been great. So that's definitely my first point of positivity. My second is I showed some self-restraint. I only bought one thing from the Osborne collection. The one thing I bought, I did buy one of the brushes, the Kelly brush, sort of the big kabuki brush, because I wanted something from the collection, but something I'd use. So I'm proud of myself that I passed on the Pedro, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce his last name, but that collection and the Lord collection, and I really picked up what I would use from the Osborne collection. So I feel like, although MAC sometimes tries to drive me crazy with their limited edition collections, I'm proud of myself when I can rise above, you know? And then my third point of positivity is I pulled out my Kate Spade. I have this beautiful pink Kate Spade handbag that I love pulling out in the summer. I'll link my handbag collection where I showed it down below. But anytime I pull it out, it feels like summer. And I think I also don't pull it out in the winter so that it can bring me added joy in the summer. But I just, like, even when I get home at night, I sort of put it down on my desk chair. It just makes me smile so much. Do you guys have items in your wardrobe like that? So yeah. Anyways, let me know if you do down below. Anyways, I rambled on for way too long today. I like talking to you guys. I'm going to send you guys tons of love. Thank you so much genuinely for being here. And as always, I can't leave you without reminding you that life is just too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye guys.